Hi, I'm Eddie Summerfield. Welcome and thanks for listening to the National Rural News Close-Up podcast. Farms are taking a big step towards being more automated, with 600 properties across Victoria to be part of a new digital network that's being rolled out. The Internet of Things trial will see sensors installed on farms that provides real-time data back to farmers, all in a bid to improve efficiency. NNNCo will be working with Agriculture Victoria for the rollout. To find out a little bit more about this technology and exactly how it all works, I caught up with the NNNCo Chief Executive, Rob Zagarella.
What it's really about is providing coverage, so carrier telecommunications coverage to connect sensors and devices across all of these farms, on farm, across all of their areas that they have farming operations available, and connecting data from these sensors through the internet to an application where they can make decisions and better manage and operate their farming operations.
So can you tell me, I guess, the sorts of sensors and information that will be able to be provided straight to farmers in real time with this technology?
Sure. Yeah, there's a whole range of different solutions that will be made available running over this network. So we're talking sensors ranging from detecting the moisture of the soil in that farming operation, being able to manage irrigation pumps, so better manage and optimize water flow through being able to turn on and off irrigation pumps based on the amount of moisture in their soil, so getting more of an effective crop yield. There'll be sensors that will be directly measuring rainfall across the farms, because what farmers find is that rainfall is quite a micro state. So there's different various levels of rainfall throughout their property. They'll be able to deploy cheap, low-cost rainfall sensors on farm. They'll be able to track a lot of their assets, so they'll be able to connect these little devices that will run off the battery for many years and track the movement and location of their critical assets on the farm, whether it's their quad bikes that they're going out to do operations on, or whether it's just critical pieces of infrastructure that need to be moved from time to time. They'll have sensors that they'll be able to deploy on their staff to help with the safety of their staff members. There'll be sensors that will be able to detect the level of water in their tanks, in their high-level water tanks, but also in the troughs that are used for in their feedlots. So it's quite a large and wide, varied range of sensing information, which is essentially all the theme is around digitizing their assets and operations, and so they can, run their operations more efficiently. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, it certainly does. So the trial sites that you've got in Maffra, Tatura, Serpentine and Birchip, what types of farms are involved, and how many sites do you have in those regions?
So there'll be approximately across the whole, when the whole network is deployed, there'll be 600 farms involved in the trial across those four regions, and those four regions were selected based on a study that was done quite some time ago, actually, by KPMG, where they sort of looked at the various different types of agricultural production output across Victoria, which actually represents a very significant part of the agricultural output for Australia. So some of those farms are broadacre, some of those farms are more focused on cattle, some of those have sort of very specific specialised crops. So it covers quite a cross-section of the agricultural industry.
Yeah, interesting. And on the technology side of things, many farmers, if you're trying to use, I guess, a mobile phone wherever, not only in regional Victoria, but across the country, reception can be dodgy and drops in and out, and technology, you have these kind of issues. So I guess where I'm going with that is This technology, how does it work, and how does it ensure that you are getting the right reception and connectivity going from property to property?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we will be covering all areas of those farms involved in the trial, and the way we're doing that is we're actually deploying a new type of network. It's a new type of wireless communication network called LoRaWAN that's specifically designed to provide wide area, broad coverage across very large areas across Australia. As National Narrowband Network, we are deploying this network in partnership with government and other large industry enterprises across the country. We've deployed a network now that covers the entire local government area of the City of Gold Coast in partnership with them, the City of Newcastle and Lake Macquarie. So the way this network works is that they can deploy a very small, low-cost sensor device that communicates with a battery that can run for many years, and it will communicate over many kilometres to a base station, a small gateway device that we deploy strategically across various locations across those 600 farms. And then from there, the data is sent back securely to through the internet securely to an application, and that data is sent back through various forms of existing networks that are available, and that may be a combination of satellite or existing cellular networks where the coverage is, and then we extend that coverage deep onto the farm. And this is part of a global standard that's been rolled out now in over 100 countries around the world.
That's NNNCo Chief Executive Rob Zagarella speaking there on an exciting trial being rolled out across Victoria. And if you're using the Internet of Things on your property, I'd love to hear from you on how it's improved efficiency, or even if it has. ruralnews@macquariemedia.com.au is our email. That is a wrap from the National Rural Newsroom for today. I'm Eddie Summerfield. Hope you have a great afternoon.